This is the AMERLIFE king-size platform bed frame in cream, the Sleigh style with the rolled headboard and footboard, button tufting, and chenille upholstery. I've been sleeping on it and living with it long enough to get past the honeymoon phase. And I want to share what's actually great, what's just okay, and what I'd do differently if I were buying again. The first thing that hit me was the look. It has that classic Sleigh silhouette that makes the bed the anchor of the room. The scrolled wingback headboard and the matching rolled footboard feel cozy and a little dramatic without going over the top. The cream fabric reads as a warm off-white, not stark or yellow, and the tufting gives it a plush, tailored vibe. In my opinion, this color works with a lot of styles: French country, modern glam, even simple neutral rooms. The headboard stands 51.5 inches tall, which looks elegant, but be aware it's not towering. If you've been staring at styled photos, measure your wall so your expectations match reality. The frame length and width are 85.5 by 82 inches, and the ground clearance is 4.7 inches, so this is a low-profile platform. It helps the bed feel grounded, but there isn't much space for storage underneath. Key features that matter in daily life show up under the fabric. It's a real platform bed with wooden slats, so you don't need a box spring. The slats come in sections and secure easily, which speeds things up and keeps them aligned. There's a metal center beam with multiple support legs, and an EVA strip that sits between wood and metal to cut down friction and vibration. That detail sounds tiny, but it's what stops the squeaks that drive you nuts at 2 a.m. The frame is rated to handle up to 1,000 pounds. From my experience, the whole setup feels solid and quiet, and that EVA strip actually does its job. I move around a lot, and I haven't heard a creak. Assembly is where my timeline didn't match the marketing. The listing says quick and easy in about 40 minutes with 2 adults. My reality, 2 people, about 2 hours. The instructions are clear and the hardware is well organized, which I appreciate, but the frame is 128 pounds overall, and there are enough parts that you need patience. Here's what saved me. I loosely connected everything first: headboard, footboard, and side rails. Then came back to tighten all the bolts at the end. If you tighten early, you'll fight alignment, especially where the side rails meet the head and foot. The bed arrived in one box, which keeps delivery simple, but the trade-off is that the box is dense. Have a second person for unboxing and moving pieces so you don't strain anything. Let's talk comfort. The headboard and footboard are generously padded. Leaning back to read or watch something is genuinely comfortable. The chenille has a soft hand without being slippery, and it stays cool. The build feels stable once everything's tightened, and the overall vibe is plush. The finished back is a thoughtful touch, so you can float the bed in a larger room if you want. Now for sizing, because it matters. This frame is compatible with a standard king mattress, which is 76 inches wide, and the manufacturer suggests a 10 to 15-inch mattress height for the best look. It also works with an adjustable base if you remove the slats. That said, the interior fit feels a bit generous. With my standard king mattress, there was a small gap around the edges. It's not dramatic, but enough that I added non-slip pads under the mattress and small spacers near the side rails so it doesn't drift. If you want a super snug, hotel-tight fit, plan on using grippy pads or a thin anti-slip mat. It solves the slide without changing how the bed looks. The exterior width is 82 inches, so visually the bed feels full and substantial. The note here is just about the mattress fit inside the rails. On long-term durability, the perimeter frame and the center beam feel confident. The only part I'm watching is the small central support legs. They do their job, but they're the most vulnerable points if someone accidentally kicks them while cleaning or if the bed gets dragged. I set mine up on a rug, and I avoid pushing the bed from the footboard when I'm adjusting the room. That simple habit keeps the stress off those legs. For anyone new to upholstered beds, care is easy. I vacuum the fabric with a soft brush attachment, and I blot any spots right away with a clean cloth. I avoid harsh cleaners. Because the clearance is only 4.7 inches, I use a low-profile duster or a vacuum wand for under-bed cleaning. It's not a storage bed, and that's worth repeating if you're trying to maximize every inch of space. The user experience once assembled has been smooth for me. No squeaks, no rocking, and it looks expensive without actually being high maintenance. The cream color has stayed consistent, and the fabric hasn't pilled. I've sat on the edge, flopped on the mattress, and tested the frame from different angles just to see what it does, and it holds firm. The sense of quiet at night is probably my favorite part. I had a metal frame before that chirped with every move. This one doesn't. It's perfect for someone who wants a statement piece that sets the tone of the bedroom. If you love the classic sleigh shape and want a soft, upholstered headboard you can lean on, this checks the box. In my opinion, the value is strong for the look and the structure you're getting. The brand's direct-to-consumer model keeps the price in reach, and the bed has earned a lot of positive feedback online, with a 4.5 rating from over 1,000 buyers at the time I'm recording this video. I'd recommend this for design-focused buyers who don't mind spending extra time on assembly or hiring help. It's also a good match if you're done with box springs and want a quiet platform setup with a high weight rating. If you need underbed storage, want a super tall headboard, or you're particular about a zero-gap mattress fit, there are trade-offs to consider. Adding an anti-slip pad under the mattress and setting expectations on headboard height solve most concerns. From my experience, the biggest surprises were how comfortable the headboard is for nightly reading and how effectively the EVA strip kills noise. The biggest reality check was the assembly time. Plan for 2 hours with 2 people. Don't tighten bolts until the end, and you'll have a much better time. If you plan to use an adjustable base, it drops right into the frame once you remove the slats. And that's a nice bit of flexibility if your sleep setup changes later. In conclusion, this bed delivers on its promise of accessible elegance. It looks luxurious, feels sturdy, and creates a quiet, cozy place to sleep. The size fit inside the rails could be tighter, and assembly takes longer than the product page suggests, but the end result has been worth it for me. If your priority is a bedroom centerpiece that blends classic curves with modern platform function, this is a strong pick. To learn more about the AMERLIFE king-size platform bed frame, please check the comments section. Thank you for watching.